Most information on the golf swing covers the fundamentals, and after looking at this list of great players that I had compiled, I started to notice that there didn't really seem to be one specific set of fundamentals that they all used. I noticed that there were grips that were weak. In looking at Hogan's grip, there were grips that were decidedly strong. In looking at Paddy Berg's grip, golfers who set up with a rounded back, golfers who set up with a very straight back. There were so many different ways to set up to the golf ball that I really don't think the fundamentals are truly fundamental. Are they important? Are they going to make a difference to the way you impact the golf ball? For sure. But I think the important thing is that you find your own recipe when it comes to the fundamentals. I did find that the majority of golfers, regarding the grip, they had a fairly strong grip. There was one or two who had marginally weak grips. The majority of them had a slightly strong grip. And I did believe, in looking deeper into the players on the list, that that stronger grip enabled them to get their hands a little bit more forward. Whenever I see a player with a weakish grip, their pattern seems to be to get the handle back and actually get a little bit of that scoopy look. Quite a common look, particularly in my students for some reason. When a player has a slightly stronger grip, they're now encouraged, in order to stop the face from closing, they're encouraged to get the handle a little bit more forward. So I did feel that when it came to gripping the golf club, there seemed to be a little bit more leaning towards a grip that was stronger versus weaker. Regarding alignment, there didn't seem to be much of a pattern. Some were left, some were right. Regarding the setup or the posture, you know, looking at Arnold Palmer, he had a very rounded back, whereas Lorena Ochoa and Tiger certainly have very straight spines as they set up to the golf ball. I don't think you've got to set up in this beautifully athletic, strong, very straight back type setup in order to have success. All we need fundamentally is something that's within the range of function. Think of it as if it's a pipeline, and your fundamentals are somewhere inside that pipeline. It doesn't have to be perfectly in the middle. It's not a very narrow pipe. It's a fairly broad pipeline. And if you can fit your fundamentals somewhere into that, you're going to be able to have great success.